Welcome everyone. This video is not just another motivational story. It's about real lessons from real struggles, the kind that can change the way you think, live, and even how you learn English. Because today, we're not just talking about life, we're learning through life. So if you've ever failed, felt lost, or wished for a better tomorrow, stick with me till the end, because what you'll discover in the next few minutes might just be the push you've been waiting for. And yes, we'll also improve your English while we grow together. Let's begin this powerful journey. Good morning, everyone. I'm Daniel Brooks, 35 years old, and today, I'm not here to sell you shortcuts or fancy tricks. I want to share something far more powerful than anything money can buy, the truth. And truth, my friend, isn't always soft or sweet. But if you're willing to hear it, it can set you free. I wasn't born with a golden spoon or lucky head start. No wealth, no connections, no secret formula. I grew up in a quiet town where my family barely made ends meet. My parents had one golden rule: life doesn't owe you anything. If you want something, go earn it. Simple words, but they shaped my life. I was never the genius in class or the star of the show. I didn't win trophies or come top of the charts. But what I didn't have in talent, I made up for with grit. I failed, a lot. But every time life knocked me down, I stood back up. And that's the first truth life taught me. You are not your failures. What really matters is what you do after you fall. Let me ask you this. Have you ever just stared at the ceiling, lying in bed, thinking, why isn't my life better? Maybe you've wished for more money, a better job, a stronger body. I've been there too. We all have. But here's the twist. Wishing doesn't move your life an inch. Action does. Happiness? It's not hiding behind a bigger house, a fancy car, or some jackpot moment. It's right here, in the little things. The morning breeze, the sound of your best friend's laugh, the joy of building something with your own hands. If you keep chasing happiness like it's a finish line, you'll never find it, because real happiness isn't out there. It's already inside you. And yes, money. The topic that never goes away. Is it important? Absolutely. We need it to live, to eat, to have shelter. But let's not treat it like some all-powerful God. Money is a tool, not a purpose. It can buy comfort, but it can't buy peace. Use it, don't worship it. If you believe that money will magically solve all your problems, I hate to break it to you, you're mistaken. Money doesn't change who you are, it simply turns up the volume. If you're already lost, stressed, or unhappy, a bigger bank account won't fix that. But if you're focused, hardworking, and clear about your purpose, money can help you do some amazing things. It becomes fuel, not a cure. Now, let me hit you with another truth. Laziness is not your friend. It speaks in a soft, sneaky voice. It tells you, it's okay, just do it tomorrow, or, you've earned some rest. But let's be real, laziness is a smooth-talking thief. It steals your time, your dreams, and your chances while you're scrolling endlessly on your phone or binge-watching shows you won't even remember next week. Every minute you waste is a minute you'll never get back. Let that sink in. Each day is a brand new shot. A chance to get smarter, to push forward, to take one step closer to your goals. Don't let laziness quietly rob you of the life you could have built. I say this because I've lived it. There were moments in my life when golden chances knocked, but I didn't answer. Why? I was either too afraid, too lazy, or too distracted chasing things that didn't matter. And trust me, those missed chances haunted me. That's when I made myself a promise. From now on, fear and laziness won't call the shots in my life. Here's something else I've learned. Sometimes the plan you had in mind totally falls apart. The job you really wanted? Gone. The relationship you gave your heart to? Over. The dream you were chasing? Slipped away. And yes, it hurts. Deeply. But life isn't just about doors closing, it's also about windows opening. Every time something ended in my life, something new and better eventually showed up. You just have to keep your eyes open. Don't get stuck crying over what's gone. Look ahead to what's possible. And while we're being real, let's not take ourselves too seriously. Life is wild. It's messy, unpredictable, and full of curveballs. And that's okay. You don't need to have all the answers. Laugh at your own goof-ups. Accept your weirdness. Stop wasting your time trying to impress people who probably aren't even watching. Because here's the truth. You don't need their permission to live your life. Whether you're from Canada, Brazil, Nigeria, India, or anywhere else, you're the captain of your own ship. You don't need to fit in. You don't need to compete. Do what excites you. Follow what lights up your soul. You're worthy of that kind of joy. And before we go any further, one last thing. Never stop learning. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. Pick up books. Try new skills. Ask bold questions, and stay curious. You don't need a classroom or a perfect teacher. The best teacher you'll ever have is you. Now, I want you to pause for a moment, not just physically, but mentally too. Take a breath and think about your life. What are you really doing right now? Are you chasing something that truly matters to you, or are you just drifting along? Are you actually living, or just getting through each day on autopilot? I know, these are not easy questions. But they're the kind of questions that make you stop and reflect. Because here's the reality. Life is not a rehearsal. You get one shot. Just one. Make it count. Believe me, I wasn't always this composed, this clear-headed, or this focused. There was a time when I was completely lost. I'd wake up, stare into the bathroom mirror, and wonder, why am I even doing all this? What am I really chasing? Is this it? Is this all life has to offer? And then something strange happened. Not some dramatic movie scene, just a small, quiet moment that shifted everything for me. I was walking through a city park, feeling totally burnt out. Head down, thoughts racing. That's when I noticed an elderly man sitting calmly on a bench, feeding a few birds. His face had that lived-in look, not tired, but full of stories. For some reason, I sat beside him. And then, out of nowhere, he turned to me and said, "Kid, want to know the secret to happiness?" I nodded, expecting some deep, complicated life formula. But he just smiled and said, "It's not something you find. It's something you create." Boom. That simple line hit me harder than a TED Talk. Here was this man, with nothing but a bag of crumbs and some feathered friends, telling me something I had been missing for years. I always thought happiness would arrive once I had a better salary, a fancier apartment, or more applause. But maybe, just maybe, it was never about those things at all. That conversation changed me. I began trimming away all the extra noise in my life. I stopped chasing things that didn't actually make me happy. I paid more attention to the small stuff. Reading a great book, chatting with someone who really listens, taking a quiet walk without my phone buzzing. Let me pass this on to you. Life isn't about having more. It's about enjoying what you already have. If you can smile at the little moments, you'll never run short of reasons to be happy. And let's talk about failure, because that's a chapter nobody likes to read, but everyone goes through. Let me tell you about my first business. I invested everything, time, energy, money, and it crashed. Big time. I was crushed. I thought, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But here's what I learned. Failure is not your enemy. It's your best unpaid teacher. That failed business taught me more than any success ever has. It taught me how to bounce back, how to think smarter, how to stay hungry. It taught me resilience. So, don't fear failure. Welcome it. Fail fast. Fail often. And most importantly, learn every time. Because failure isn't the end of your story. Sometimes, it's just the plot twist that makes your story worth telling. And one last thing. No matter what you do, people are going to judge you anyway. One of the deepest truths I've learned in life is this. No matter what you do, someone will always have something to say. If you win, they'll call it luck. If you lose, they'll call you foolish. And if you dare to take a different path, well, then you must be crazy, right? But here's the thing. You can't live your life trying to fit into everyone else's idea of normal. Stop bending yourself just to earn the approval of people who wouldn't even clap for you if you succeeded. Live for you. Do what makes your heart feel full. Follow what matches your values and gives you peace of mind. The day you stop trying to impress others is the day you start living freely. Life is unpredictable, and it's shorter than we think. Let me share something close to my heart. When I turned 30, I lost a dear friend, someone who felt more like family. He was just 29. One day we were laughing about future plans, and the next, he was gone. That moment shook me to my core. His sudden loss taught me one of the hardest and most honest lessons in life. Tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. So if there's something you've always wanted to do, don't wait. If there's someone you care about, tell them today. Not next week. Not when the time feels right. Because that perfect moment may never come. And hey, speaking of time, let me lighten it up a bit. At 40, I randomly decided I wanted to learn how to paint. Me. A guy who could barely doodle a smiley face in school. But I did it anyway. Not to become some world-class artist, but just to feel the joy of learning again. To feel that spark that comes when you try something new and fumble your way through it like a happy beginner. So here's a small but powerful reminder. Never stop learning. It doesn't matter if it's a new skill, a new language, or just a hobby that makes you laugh at yourself. Keep your brain alive and curious. Because once you stop learning, a part of you stops growing. This world is filled with magic waiting to be explored. Be curious like a child. Ask questions. Explore without fear of looking silly. Try new things, even if you're terrible at them at first. That's where the fun is. Let me give you a little metaphor I love. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant, that's what will grow. If you plant worry, doubt, and negativity, soon your mind will be full of weeds, tangled and hard to manage. But if you plant hope, gratitude, and positive thoughts, your mind will blossom like a peaceful garden in spring. So take care of your thoughts. Be mindful of what you feed your brain. Surround yourself with people and energy that lift you higher, not weigh you down. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Treat it like a treasure. And before I end this part, let me leave you with one thought that might stay with you long after the video ends. The best is yet to come. No matter where you are right now, whether you're winning, struggling, healing, or just getting started, remember, this is not the end of your story. There are still pages left to write, and they might just be the best ones yet. You still have so many chapters waiting to be written, so many dreams left to chase, and countless mountains to climb. Life isn't a sprint to the finish. It's an incredible journey, and every sunrise brings a brand new page. So don't stop now. Keep walking, keep believing, because the most beautiful moments, the greatest victories, and the purest joys, they're still ahead of you. Before we wrap this up, let me share something that's helped me through both stormy nights and sunny mornings. Life isn't a race. There are no maps, no GPS, no shortcuts. And yes, there will be days when you feel lost, overwhelmed, or just plain tired. But hear me out, those moments? That's where the real magic unfolds. That's where you grow. That's where you begin to meet the real you. See, happiness isn't about winning all the time or being some picture-perfect version of yourself. Happiness is about effort. It's about showing up even when it's hard, trying even when you're scared, and smiling even when life feels heavy. It's about laughing when something's funny, crying when your heart needs to, and still choosing to move forward, one brave step at a time. You don't need to have all the answers. No one does. But as long as you're learning, evolving, and believing, truly believing, in yourself, you're already on the right track. Now here's a truth the world may not always tell you. You hold the pen. This is your story. You are not a side character in someone else's book. You are the main author of your life. Society will try to hand you labels, boxes, and instructions. But only you get to decide who you are and where you're headed. So be brave. Be unapologetically you. You don't need anyone's permission to feel joy, to achieve greatness, or to live a life that fills your heart. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone. You already have it just by being here. The day you accept this truth is the day everything changes. That's when you become unstoppable. And before I say goodbye, let me leave you with one last lesson, something life took years to teach me. Life won't wait. There is no perfect time, no ideal version of yourself that you need to become before you start living. If you wait for someday, you'll miss the beauty of now. So take the leap. Try new things. Mess up. Laugh loud. Fall in love with being alive. Dream big, even if it scares you. Most of all, live fully, because this moment, right here, right now, is all we truly have. You might forget my name. You might forget my story. But I hope you never forget this. You are powerful beyond words, capable beyond belief, and worthy of every dream that sets your soul on fire. And if you ever feel like giving up, like the night is just too dark, remember this. The sun always rises. No matter what, the best is still waiting for you. Now you know, life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making every moment count. No matter who you are, or where you come from, the power to change your story is already in your hands. So tell me in the comments, what part of this video touched you the most? And what step will you take today to write a new page in your journey? If you felt inspired, if this message stayed with you even a little, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, share it with someone who needs this, and subscribe, because more stories, more lessons, and more powerful English learning is on the way. Remember, you are enough. You are powerful, and the best is yet to come.